Alright, so today we're going to work on trying to trace a point on a ball as it's rolling. So first thing you want to do is open up a new sketch in Geometry Sketchpad, and then we're going to put in a horizontal line segment. And this is probably not the only way that you can do this. This might not even be the best way. This is just the way that I did it. So you're going to construct a parallel line on one point of your line segment. And then from there, you're then going to construct 2 points on that perpendicular line. And then from there, you're going to construct more perpendicular lines. So one right there, and one right here. So once you have that, I'm just going to try to center it a little bit. Once you have that, I'm going to put a point on the top line, right like that. Go up to Edit, and create an action button for it, so that it moves backward. And I'm going to put it at a slow speed. So right there. See. Yep, that's the direction that I want it to go. And then now I'm going to make my circle, or what will be my ball. I'm just going to connect it to the point that I just animated. And now I'm going to go back in here. I'm going to go back in here, deselect, select the center of the circle, go to Edit, make another animation. Same thing, it's going to be going backward at a slow speed. It's going to be on perpendicular line number 4. Click OK. Now I'm going to create a third point, and I'm just going to put this on the circle somewhere. Doesn't really matter where. And go Edit and create my third action button right here. And I want it to be clockwise, and also at a slow speed. Okay. Now go to pointer, kind of move this over here, so it's kind of on the side. And now I'm going to click through, and I'm going to hide all the lines that I don't really want to see. So basically we're going to hide everything except for our circle and 2 of the points on the circle. Alright, one more point. Okay, now I'm going to select the one that we just put on the circle, and that we didn't that isn't defining the size of the circle. So yeah, that one. Only that's not what I wanted. Let me go into display, and we want to trace the point. So I don't know if you guys know, but we can stack the action points, or the action buttons, the animate point buttons. Sorry, we can stack those. Oh, we don't want this selected though. So that when you go to Edit, Action Buttons, Presentation, it'll click them all at the same time. You can even give it a time for the amount of time that you want it to be running. I'm going to set this one at 20 seconds because I believe that should be enough to where we get the gist of what's happening. Click OK. And now we get a nice button up here that says Present 3 action buttons. Now when I press play, it should give me a nice ball that's rolling. It's rolling really slow, and we can see the shape, like the arc, that the point on the ball. This is just a point on the ball that's rolling. We get the shape of what it's making as it's rolling. and then once it reaches the end of the time, you can press present again, and it'll continue rolling on the same trajectory as it was before. So we can see how its motion happens. It just goes right like this, and then it should stop pretty soon here, right there. So there we can see what the motion of a spot on a ball as it's rolling is. I think it's kind of cool. It's pretty neat. You can hide this point. This point isn't needed, and that kind of gives you a little bit of a better, kind of makes it look like it's rolling a little bit better if you don't have that point. But that's how you can trace the motion of a point on a ball as it's rolling.